So what's the real difference between the wealthy and the poor? Today we're going to deconstruct a pretty provocative argument from a viral video that claims the answer isn't what you think. It says it all comes down to a specific set of daily habits and mindsets. Let's dive in.
Yeah, the source we're looking at today, it really doesn't pull any punches. It kicks off with statements just like this, setting a super controversial tone from the get-go. It's designed to make you stop and think about wealth in a different way.
Okay, so let's be super clear about something right up front. Our goal here is to explain the arguments from this viral video, not necessarily to endorse them. We're just taking it apart piece by piece to understand the message. Think of this as a guided tour through a very, very particular point of view.
All right, so the whole argument from this video really boils down to one central idea it calls the habit gap. So, what exactly does that mean?
According to the video, wealth isn't really about luck or inheritance or where you were born. Nope, it's the direct result of tiny, daily choices and the beliefs you hold. Over time, these little things compound and create this massive gap in financial success.
And this habit gap? Well, it all kicks off with the first big pillar of the argument, a fundamental, massive difference in mindset. The video claims this is where the two paths, one to wealth and one to poverty, really start to split. So the source paints this picture of two totally different ways of looking at the world. On one side, you have the victim position, which is all about blaming other people or outside forces for your problems. But on the other side, you've got the owner position. An owner doesn't ask, what happened to me? They ask, okay, how do I react? It's this core belief that even if you can't control what happens, you can always control your response.
And this next quote, wow, it really gets to the heart of that owner mentality. The video just keeps driving home this theme of extreme self-reliance. It argues that real success only starts when you fully accept that you, and you alone, are responsible for making it happen.
Okay, so once you've got that mindset piece down, the video moves on to the nitty-gritty, the specific, everyday actions it claims separate the rich from the poor.
And we're not just talking about minor lifestyle tweaks here. The video frames these things, your health, your appearance, how you manage your time, as absolutely critical decisions. They say it directly impacts your performance, your professional image, and whether you're using your time effectively or just wasting it. The video points to a bunch of key differences. Things like waking up early versus late, eating well instead of just grabbing fast food. It even argues that good personal hygiene is crucial for building trust in business. But the really controversial part is this idea of escapism, arguing that every hour you spent watching TV or sports is an hour you're not spending solving the actual problems that are holding you back. And that leads us right into this really bold distinction the video makes when it comes to entertainment. It basically asks, are you a creator, a participant, an owner, or are you just a passive spectator? The argument is that the wealthy are focused on being the players in the game, while the poor are content to just be in the audience, watching.
All right, let's talk about the big one, money. How does the video claim the rich and poor play the financial game differently? Let's get into it.
The video brings up this classic example to illustrate the difference in thinking. The claim is that poor people are focused on stretching the little money they have, trying to make it go further on things like clothes. Meanwhile, the rich are focused on a completely different goal, increasing their income in the first place.
And boom, there's the punchline. The argument here is that the wealthy are also looking for discounts, but not on stuff that loses value. They're looking for discounts on assets, like stocks, that will grow and make them more money over time. It's a total flip in what the word bargain even means.
When it comes to debt, the video offers this super simple three-step rule. It all comes down to one question. Are you buying something for consumption or for investment? Good debt, according to this, helps you make more money than the loan costs. Think a tool for a business. Bad debt, like for a fancy new TV, just sucks your wealth away.
Now, think about savings for a second. The video says it's not just about defense, for emergencies. It's about offense. It's a tool for seizing opportunities. Having that cash ready to go means you can jump on a great investment when it pops up. The source claims this is a huge reason the rich get richer, while everyone else just has to watch from the sidelines. Okay, so you see this big number on the screen? $250,000. What's that all about?
Well, the video uses it to make one of its most, let's say, sensitive points.
That number, $250,000, is the video's estimated cost to raise one child. It uses this to argue that family planning is a massive financial decision. The claim is that the wealthy tend to wait until they're financially stable before starting a family, while having kids too early can make it almost impossible to ever get ahead of that paycheck-to-paycheck cycle.
Okay, so we've covered mindset, daily habits, and the money game. Now, the video ties it all together with a final takeaway that's all about your environment and taking personal responsibility. And it all comes back to this one powerful idea, captured in this quote. The argument is that your social circle is basically your destiny. The people you spend time with will either drag you down and reinforce your limits, or they'll inspire you to grow beyond them.
So the final message from the video is basically a direct call to action. It says, carefully choose who you spend your time with, actually follow through on your ideas instead of just talking about them, and accept total, complete ownership of your life's journey. It's all on you.
And that brings us to the final challenge the source leaves us with. It's not just information, right? It's a question aimed directly at you. It forces you to take this whole thesis and apply it to your own life. So, take a second. Who's in your 5? Are they lifting you up, or are they holding you back? A pretty provocative thought to end on.